guys, this is Martin again, and well, today from a little bit of a different scenery because it was impossible to record outdoors. It's Good Friday and there are so many people, so decided to go back here and record, and looks pretty cool, doesn't it? You decide. But yesterday I talked you through this. Yesterday I was talking about this little trigger move I'm doing, the push off the ground, right? How I initiate the backswing. And what comes after the initiation? Well, the backswing, right? And especially these aspiring long drivers reach out to me and ask like, Martin, you have such a long backswing, does it make sense for me to also swing that long, right? Because they connect, like they see there are long drivers on TV that swing fairly long and they see all these crazy bombs we hit, so does it make sense? And well, yes it does for a long driver, but for the average Joe at the driving range it probably doesn't make that much sense. It's probably useless for it, right? Don't do it if you play golf, but if you want to do long drive, it absolutely makes sense, because in theory, think golf. Think chipping and pitching. How do you chip and pitch? 10 yards, like this, 20, like this, 30, like this, and so on and so forth. So you see what I did there? The longer the backswing, the longer potentially the distance, right? And the same applies for the long drive swing. So the longer we swing, the more or the longer we can accelerate the club head through the downswing. So it potentially adds speed, and that potentially adds ball speed, and that potentially adds distance, right? So a lot of different factors, but I want to talk you through some of the components to a very long backswing, because it's not only swinging long, you can break it down. So basically, first of all, if you pick a driver right here, these long drivers rotate their torso a lot more. So that's factor number one. So they rotate a lot, right? Number one. Then what most people don't think of is you can actually move your shoulder blade backwards without moving your spine, right? It doesn't move. It just moves my shoulder blade right here. And that also adds a little bit of backswing length. So let's see. I rotate and then move my shoulder blade. It adds a little bit of length, right? That's factor number two. So component number three is something some long drivers do and some don't. So this left arm, for some long drivers, remains straight at the backswing. Some do it. Others, and so do I, bend their left arm a little bit to, first of all, add a little bit of backswing length, obviously, but also to create another lever, obviously. And then factor number four is simply wrist cock. So let's say I do all of that, and then, as you can see, as I move my wrists, it adds a little bit of length as well. So there's some factors that add up to create a very long backswing eventually. And then what you can add to the rotation as well is obviously hip rotation. So the more you rotate your hips, the potentially more you can rotate your entire body as well. And if you lift off your left heel, so when you do that, it adds a little bit of rotation as well. So all of that adds up and creates a crazy long backswing. And well, another secret might be that these swings are fairly dynamic, right? So the backswing is fairly quick, and some people also get that momentum going of the club head to move it further back.